Welcome back to Everyday Money Talk Podcast. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Alex. Jamie, let me start today with a question that might sound ridiculous.
I'm ready.
Would you rather make $70,000 a year and have a great marriage, kids who actually want to spend time with you, good health, and friends who show up when you need them?
Obviously that one.
Or would you rather make $1 million a year, but you're on your third divorce, your kids don't speak to you, your health is failing, and you're being sued by former business partners?
When you put it that way, it's not even a choice. Who would pick the second one?
You'd be surprised. Most people, if you actually asked them which life they wanted, would still pick the $1 million. Because we've been programmed to believe that money equals success, even when the evidence says otherwise.
That's kind of messed up.
It is, and it brings us to the most important distinction you'll ever learn about money. The difference between being rich and being wealthy.
I always thought they meant the same thing.
Most people do, but they're completely different. Let me define them for you. Being rich means you have a high income. You can buy nice things. You can afford the car payment, the nice dinners, the vacations. Rich is about cash flow.
Okay, so what's wealthy?
Wealthy means you have independence. Wealthy means you have assets, savings, investments, things you own that don't depend on you showing up to work every day. Wealthy is about freedom.
So you can be rich, but not wealthy?
Absolutely. In fact, it's incredibly common. Think about the professional athlete who makes millions for 5 years, spends every dollar, and ends up broke. That person was rich. They were never wealthy.
And you can be wealthy without being rich?
Yes, and this is the part that blows people's minds. You can make $50,000 a year, save $10,000 of it, invest it over time, and become genuinely wealthy. Not in a private jet way, but in a I can survive a job loss way. In a I can retire with dignity way.
So wealth is about what you keep, not what you earn.
Exactly. Wealth is the money you don't spend. It's the gap between your income and your expenses. And that gap is entirely within your control.
That's empowering.
It should be. Because here's the truth that most financial advice ignores. You can't always control your income. The job market changes. Industries disappear. Health problems happen. But you can almost always control your expenses. Not perfectly, not easily, but you have more power than you think.
So how do I start building wealth if I don't feel like I have anything left at the end of the month?
This is the $1 million question. And the answer is small amounts consistently over time. Do you know the story of Ronald Read?
No. Tell me.
Ronald Read was a janitor. He also worked at a gas station. He lived a very humble life. Nothing flashy. When he died, everyone was shocked to discover he had left millions of dollars to charity.
A janitor? How?
He saved what little he could. $10 here, $20 there, sometimes just $5 a week. He invested that money in very boring, basic index funds. And then he left it alone for 70 years.
70 years?
70 years. That's the secret. Not genius. Not insider trading. Just small amounts consistently over an extremely long time. That's compounding. That's wealth.
But I'm not 70 years old. I don't have 70 years.
You have whatever time you have. And the best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. Every single dollar you save today is a dollar that will grow. Even if you only have 10 years until retirement, that's 10 years of growth. That's not nothing.
So I should just start, even $5.
Even $5. But here's the mindset shift that will change everything. Don't think of saving as money I can't spend. Think of every dollar you save as buying a piece of your future freedom.
Explain that.
When you put $5 into savings, you're not losing $5. You're purchasing $5 worth of independence. You're buying the ability to say no to a job you hate. You're buying peace of mind for when your car breaks down. You're buying a better night's sleep tonight because you have a cushion.
So saving isn't delayed gratification. It's actually immediate gratification.
Yes, you get it. That's the flip that most people never make. They think saving is suffering now for a reward later. But the reward is now. The peace of mind is now. The feeling of control is now.
That actually makes me want to save.
Good. Now let me give you a practical tool. Automate it. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to a savings account. Make it happen on payday before you can talk yourself out of it.
How much?
Whatever you can. $10, $20, $5. The amount doesn't matter as much as the habit. Once the habit is built, you can increase the amount later.
What about people who say, I can barely pay my bills, I can't save anything?
First, empathy. That situation is real and it's hard. Millions of people are living it. But here's the hard truth. Even in that situation, there is almost always one small thing you can cut. One subscription you forgot about. One coffee you can make at home. One meal you can cook instead of order.
That sounds like deprivation.
It sounds like deprivation. But is it deprivation to skip a $5 latte if that $5 becomes part of a $500 emergency fund 3 months from now? When your car breaks down and you don't have to put it on a credit card at 25% interest, that's not deprivation. That's freedom.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'm setting up an automatic transfer today.
Do it. And next episode, we're talking about patience, the financial superpower that nobody talks about. And I promise it's not as boring as it sounds.
See you then.